And I want to just read one line of what you wrote about the World Health Organization. You said, even a fully effective WHO will not close the most gaping holes in the world's epidemic response system, even if WHO did a better job of recognizing outbreaks that pose a risk and alerting the world action is needed. It doesn't have the response function needed to combat such an epidemic. And you talk about going beyond the need to reform the World Health Organization. You say we actually need to create an entirely new international health entity. Why? Why would we do that and not just refocus on reforming the World Health Organization? It already exists.
Yeah. So I think reforming the WHO is very important for the reasons Tom said and for the reasons of a lot of what went wrong here. But I don't think that's enough. It's something we have to do, but it's not enough. WHO, when they start to talk about getting into the response activity, they're still going to be very dependent on NGOs, which did heroic and amazing work in this circumstance, but are fundamentally volunteer organizations, fundamentally organizations that don't really have a security apparatus, the rapid response, the airlift apparatus, all these things that a number of national military units developed over the course of the Ebola response in our military, particularly in the UK as well. And so I think, Bill Gates said recently that if one thing kills 10 million people on planet Earth in the next 2 decades, it's going to be a pandemic. Not climate change, not terrorism, not war, a pandemic. And if you believe that's the level of threat we face, we need a response up to that kind of threat. And so the proposal I put forward, which is based on something that the German Foreign Minister Steinmeier came forward with, is for a white hat battalion, a group, an international group that has military capabilities, medically trained people that can quickly go into any place on planet Earth and get a response up that has the capability of dealing in areas where the security situation is compromised, where there's panic and disruption and a fear for the safety of the health workers, that has the kind of airlift capacity that our militaries have, training, the discipline they have. We need an international unit like that, maybe involving the EU and the United States, other nations, that really can provide that first line of defense when the alarm bell first goes off.